Welcome to Storytime. Sora, Kairi, and Riku have become best friends. Kairi is unaware that Ansem and the spell Aqua had cast on her led her to the Destiny Islands. She knows that she came from another place but isn't sure where that is. All three children have forgotten their encounters with the Keyblade wielders as they grew up, but they spend every day playing together on a small side island with their friends Tidus, Waka, and Selphie. The three also share a desire to see other worlds. Riku especially seems eager to escape, feeling like the world is a prison. He knows that someone's done it before, which we know of course is Xehanort. The three build a raft, intent on setting out to see what else is out there. As Sora is looking for provisions for their trip, he enters a secret cave the kids like to hang out in and finds a robed Ansem waiting for him. He's come because he senses that the world is going to fall to darkness and that the Keyblade is going to appear. He taunts Sora a little bit before revealing the world's door and disappearing. When Sora leaves, Kairi shows him that she's making a star-shaped charm out of shells, similar to Aqua's Wayfinders. Before they go home, Kairi confesses to Sora that something has changed within Riku. That night, the night before they're to set off on the raft, a storm comes to the islands. Fearing the raft will be destroyed, Sora goes to the side island, noticing that Riku and Kairi have arrived as well. Heartless begin to emerge from the ground and attack Sora. He sees Riku, who tells him the world's door has opened, that they can leave now. He says this might be their only chance and that he's not afraid of the darkness. As Riku opens his heart to the darkness, it engulfs both him and Sora. The power of the Keyblade that Terra had entrusted to Riku emerges, but Riku is already too far gone. The Keyblade instead attaches itself to Sora. The darkness vanishes and Riku is gone. Sora flees, fighting off the Heartless, and finds Kairi in the cave. The door to their world opens and Kairi is sucked in. As she falls into the darkness and Sora tries to catch her, her heart takes refuge in his, the same way Ventus has, though once more he has no idea. Sora is forced out of the cave where he can see that the island is fading away, rising towards a darkness in the sky. A dark-sided Heartless attacks Sora, and though he tries to fight it, the darkness pulls them both in. He wakes up in Traversal, finding Pluto the dog and Sid. He realizes he's made it to another world and decides to look for Riku and Kairi. Sora sees a man turned into a Heartless and begins to fight them. He travels around the town besieged by the Heartless until he encounters Leon, who lets him know that they'll be after him as long as he has the Keyblade. Leon decides to test Sora's strength, and though Sora manages to hold his own, it turns out Leon's just going easy on him, and the exertion makes him pass out. Meanwhile, Riku wakes up in Hollow Bastion, where he's spotted by Maleficent. She can sense that he has a strong potential for darkness and offers to take him in and help him find his friends. Sora awakes and learns more about the Keyblade and the Heartless from Leon and Yuffie. Meanwhile, Aerith finds Goofy and Donald, who have been looking for Leon and the Keybearer. Heartless attack and Sora flees, and when Goofy and Donald are attacked as well, they fall off a balcony and right onto him. After some introductions and a boss fight, Sora agrees to go with Donald and Goofy to help find the king and hopefully his friends as well. Jiminy Cricket vows to record the journey in his journal. The three take off in the gummy ship, making their way to Wonderland. Leaving the ship, the trio falls down a long rabbit hole. They follow a white rabbit who apparently has time management issues and drink a potion that shrinks him down. They try to negotiate with a rude door and ends up in the Queen of Hearts' courtyard. A young girl named Alice is on trial for the most grievous crime of trying to steal the Queen's heart. Though Donald reminds Sora that they're not supposed to interfere in other worlds, Sora decides to do it anyway, and is tasked with finding evidence that Alice isn't guilty. By the way, this is the last time that anyone seems to remember that no one's supposed to interfere with the worlds, so you can just not worry about that from now on. Sora ventures off to find evidence that the Heartless are causing all the havoc, while slaying a ton of Heartless that probably would have worked better as evidence on their own. As it turns out, one pops out at the trial anyway, but since the Queen isn't really fond of people proving her wrong, she decides everyone gets their heads cut off. Her playing card soldiers attack as Sora tries to open the cage Alice was being kept in, but in the confusion she gets taken away by the Heartless. The Cheshire Cat leads the group away and informs them that Alice is gone from this world, and apparently that requires no more investigation or effort, so the trio moves on. Thanks for watching Storytime. If you'd like to see more, you can subscribe, or you can follow me on Twitter or Tumblr to get updates when new videos come out. See you soon!